Welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas. It is day 10. Amazing. I'm Melissa Thomas from C2C Stamping, and we have a fun little package to open today. I put a little clippy on the top that you could use in your planner. It's a pineapple. It's the symbol for like welcome. And inside here is your very own set of these beautiful iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. I felt like the colors really picked up a lot of the Calypso coral and the pinks and the purples and what we were working on. So I thought this was a great compliment. You might have seen the rhinestones already if you're super observant. I put them on our little library box the other day. So you can go back and accessorize some of the other projects if you'd like. We're going to go ahead and make another card today, though, using a few of the things that we've been playing with. So in your card pack, you have a Very Vanilla card base. This is thick Very Vanilla, I believe. It might be regular weight because I don't think we sell the thick anymore, which is crazy. And we're going to use one of those envelopes. I talked about it a little bit. We're going to use a piece of Designer Series paper and we're going to stamp a little bit on it, stamp on here. If you don't like this, sometimes this happens when you try to stamp over an edge, then don't. Stamp to the left and don't go over the edge like I did. But let me show you how to cut the envelope and kind of what's left when you do it. So let's see, I'm going to grab one of my envelopes and I'm going to see if I can find the guy that's been cut. Where is he? Oh, here he is. Okay, so once we've cut this piece off the envelope actually still will close. You would just have to use tape here. If you don't care about that and you're just going to use a different envelope, that's fine. I've included a few Very Vanilla envelopes for you. One of them is for, I think, our last card, but I also included one for this one just in case. Also, just in case you cut this too short and it won't actually fold over. But I got mine just on the line. So we're going to check out how to do that. All right, so on your trimmer, you're going to take your envelope, and I believe I left, so I kind of got the seam of it at the 3/4 inch piece here. So I tried to kind of right under the 2 centimeter mark. You're going to use your trimmer and just trim that up. And that'll give you, like I said, just enough so that when you fold over, you're still able to use this envelope. These are really nice envelopes. They're very weighty. And I think it's not, it's not worth getting rid of them just for the sake of a card. So what we're going to do when we layer this piece on top, we're going to actually use some dimensionals. And we're going to try to support the pieces with dimensionals. So we're going to put some dimensionals like here and here. There's some larger areas where we can kind of put some dimensionals. And then of course, we're going to put dimensionals all around here. What that does is it creates lift so that we can see kind of what's underneath, and we can still stamp on the outside. Now, I do not have a piece of that paper left. Like, I am fresh out of all of that. So I'm going to use something else. But it's a-okay for you to do whatever you need to do. All right, so I'm going to use the blue. I am not using this on any of the other cards. So we'll see how this turns out. This is a pretty simple design. So this piece is, I believe it's 3 again, which is why I don't understand where my paper went. But it is 3 by 5.5. So we're going to go the full length of the paper. And I think I had messed up on this one when I did that before. So 3 by 5.5. So we're going to cut 3. By 5.5, so just a little bit off the bottom. going to use the bouquet side for this one just to see how that looks. Before I glue this down, I will go ahead and stamp the full length of this polka dot. I do have this really large block that I'm going to put my polka dots on, only because I know I have it. And hopefully that'll give me, you know, what I need to get all the way across. Hopefully as straight as I can. All right, there we go. And I might have stamped off on this one. So, you know, again, you can see full strength versus not full strength, so. Okay, now we're gonna stamp a few of these flowers onto the designer series paper. I use this flower, and what I did was I stamped one flower full strength, and then I just came in and rotated it and stamped not full strength. I thought it gave a little more depth to the flowers. And the good thing is it's a pretty forgiving technique. So if it's not perfect, it's okay. And I'm gonna do one behind here as well, because I wanna see it underneath here. And then the other thing I stamped was I did stamp one of these cross-hatchy pieces. Now, the reason I did that is when we look at cards, where we look from upper left, where the bow is, to bottom right. If I wanted to put a sentiment or a piece, a label piece here, this would give me a good grounding to do that. So if you want to come back later and add some sentiments, that's going to provide you a good place to do that. So then we're just going to glue this piece down, easy. And I was curious to see what the bouquet would look like with this, with the little dots. So bouquet is like when you're, it's like an effect, like a photo effect, and it's when the light comes in and you get these little lights. My my grandmother used to get them when she had cataracts, you know, the little spots, the fuzzies you see. All right, then we're gonna take this and we're going to support this and pop it up, and we're gonna find our dimensionals. This is a great opportunity to use your cutting blade to get some partial small pieces in here, because you're gonna want to support a little bit of the flowers. So I might come in and cut a few more pieces here. I like that I can get a really exact cut with this. I think it's nice. I might do a piece there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a piece, no, I think that's too big. Or pointing in the wrong direction. Let's try again. Yeah, that might be better. All right, and then these pieces are easy because we can just, you know, put a few. Great. Okay. Perfect. And then I'm just going to take my ribbon and I'm going to, I could leave it like this, or I could take my ribbon and kind of wrap around here and create a, you know, an anchor or a nice little detail on top. It might look a little plain to some folks. I don't know, I think it's really pretty. And everyone will wonder how you did that. It's one of the things I like about Stampin' Up. We put a lot of energy and effort into our envelopes as well. And so I think they understand better than anybody how much it's nice to get a piece of mail that looks pretty when you actually get it in the mail. And I'm sure the post office wonders, you know, what is this gorgeous piece of mail that you're getting? I'm going to try to convince that ribbon to lay down flat. Flatter, maybe. Uh-oh, caught a snag. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right. So there we go. There is our card for day 10. No, already day 10. That's wild. All right. So moving on, tomorrow's day 11, and I've got a fun little bonus card and project for you tomorrow and a little bonus gift, and then we'll be on to the end. So thanks so much. See y'all later. Bye-bye.